Hey guys, I just wanted to get on today and share what I've been experiencing and feeling lately, and see what we can channel today. But I came to the park just to enjoy this beautiful weather, get some exercise in, walk around. But I kind of clear some energy. I've been kind of in hermit mode, but it's been a good hermit mode. Productive, staying consistent on the goals that I'm working on, businesses, and also in other areas like health and fitness and stuff like that. But I noticed that Mondays, which is kind of odd, my Mondays are like my heaviest days of the week this last, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. And for some reason now it just kind of dawned on me that like I need to, on those days, I feel good in the morning, so I do my normal job in the morning. But then sometime after like 10, 11, that's when like the energy shifts, and I kind of go into introspective, but also at the same time, I kind of feel, I don't know, like, just a lot of energies. And it's like I gotta shuffle through them, work through them to where I can compartmentalize them, and then I can start identifying those energies, whether if it's something I need to look at or if it's something I need to just let it move on, and or if I need to transmute it. But yeah, it's just that seems like my Mondays though. And then Tuesday through Sunday, it's just like I got wind at my sails and things are flowing and moving forward, and that's kind of the image I have, is like the wind at my sails, like on my ship, and I'm just moving. But I don't know if you guys are feeling the same thing. If there's a lot of people out there that are experiencing Mondays being a certain day, or maybe it's another day of the week. But what I've realized in those days, we need to give ourselves more self-love. Kind of make it a spa day in a sense, and however you want to make that work for you. But I find myself resting, meditating a little bit more on Mondays. Maybe it's kind of like getting myself ready for the week. But I experience a lot more emotions and feelings on Monday, and so I work through them, and then usually by the evening I'm back to Craig and feeling ready to tackle on whatever I need to tackle. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if that's something that you guys are experiencing, if you guys are noticing anything on certain days for yourselves. But just give yourself the compassion and love that your soul needs, and give your body the rest that it needs, because maybe you're an athlete of some sort, or maybe you use your brain a lot, to where you got to give it a chance to relax, because that's a muscle too. But yeah, give yourself a rest day and just kind of compartmentalize all those energies and emotions, and work through them the best you can. And it seems like with every passing Monday or every passing week, I'm evolving. There's a lot of clarity in those thoughts, and I'm handling them. It's almost like maybe a test state, where like the more I go through them, the more I'm learning how to handle stressful situations more effectively, how to compartmentalize everything, and then look at each one individually. I'm writing more stuff down And so I'm breaking things down. So yeah, maybe it's just like a good test, a good lesson from the universe to spiritually enhance those aspects of maturing my soul and maturing my overall what would I say, like your overall I'm not sure right now, nothing's coming to mind, but yeah, so maybe that's what it is. So because I look back in hindsight now and I realize how far I've come, and just thinking about all these images that are running through my head as I'm speaking to you guys, that wow, like I have come so far and have matured so much, and I handle things a lot more gracefully, and I look at things differently. I give it a different perspective versus how I used to look at things. And I think I've always had a calm demeanor. I kind of grew up with being more masculine, but I've had to, over the years, work on my feminine side as well, so that I can be a good balance in this universe, or in this dimension that we're all in right now. But as I keep evolving, I notice that I do trigger a lot of people. Then the universe moves me, and then some of the people that didn't want to do the work while I was there with them, whether it was indirectly or directly with me. Not that I'm a coach or anything, but just like I would talk to them, or whatever, just however the universe brought us together. I'm noticing that there's a lot of people reaching out to me now and wanting to connect, and maybe in their way, it's their way of because I feel their energy when it first comes in. It's very they're nervous, they're not sure how to approach me, but they get the confidence, and they reach out and they talk. We text, a lot of time. Normally it's just texting, but it's beautiful because they're transforming themselves in whatever areas that whatever I brought out of them, they're correcting in their lives. And then I also, in sending them love and light, just because I'm recognizing it as it comes in. So it's actually been really interesting, seeing all this stuff kind of play out over these last couple months. But I mean, this has been kind of like my whole life. I've always been like an old soul where I just didn't know how to navigate through all of these feelings and emotions. And I mean, you can be driving on the highway, you can be walking through a downtown area where there's a lot of food, and you get all of these urges and feelings, and it doesn't matter where you're at. You can get so many emotions and feelings running through you, and that's where you have to learn how to identify, because you know who you are as an individual, and like, okay, well, like, I know those are not mine, I know those are somebody else's. I'm just walking through those energies. Like, I was walking through a downtown area last night, and there's a lot of restaurants and an ice cream parlor right there that makes their own waffle cones. And the waffle cones, oh my god, it smells so amazing when you walk by there. It's even I get tempted. But I definitely I'm very health conscious, and God has me not right now. He has me eating from home, cooking and cultivating new recipes, and which I've been doing, and I'm loving, because it's very therapeutic. But when I'm walking downtown, like last night, walking by, it's, man, you just smell those smells, and you feel those energies run through you. And it's so easy to get caught up in those. Or even on the highway, you're driving on the highway, you're driving through people's energy that they're leaving, and you gotta be able to know, like, and the good thing is, like, I transmute it as I'm driving through it. Like, I'll send it love and light. so that the next person that drives through, it's a different energy and it's a higher elevated energy. So it just kind of like compounds backwards in a sense, because, you know, I'm already driven through there. But yeah, so it's so important to learn how to identify what is our energies, what is not ours, and how you know that is by who you are as an individual. And you have the pillars of your life, and health, wealth, love, happiness, and, you know, there's going to be branches off of those. But those branches, and if you don't know, write all that stuff down, guys, so that you start to identify who I am at the core, your morals, your principles, and those are so important, because those, once you really attach yourself to the real authentic you, things, you're not tempted, you're not moved or swayed by the energies that are around you or that are coming towards you. And especially when people, like, you know, God moves me a lot from different environments, because I'm always evolving. And when I'm changing, eventually those people perceive me at a certain way, and I can't stay there, because then every time I show up, I gotta be almost at that level, unless they raise their vibration, and that's not normally gonna happen. So it's so important that we understand all of those of who we are, so that we can know in those moments, like, yeah, those are my energies, no, those are not my energies. So, like, right now I'm just enjoying this breeze blow through here, and just kind of letting the wind blow. And I'm at the park, and it's an amazing park. There's so much green, and it's kind of like this, it's an older part of Northern California, and a lot of older homes, historical parks and historical neighborhoods. So a lot of fully mature trees, and it's just gorgeous in here. And the energies are always beautiful, because, you know, this is where people kind of release and let go. And that's kind of like the feeling I get when I'm here, is because I like to come here, is because if I have any pent up energies, I know I can come here and just let it release. But yeah, guys, I kind of want to just come here today and just share what I've been experiencing and feeling these last couple of days, and see if I can shine some light on it for you guys, if you guys are experiencing similar situations, and maybe how to give it a different perspective. So maybe if you're not really clear on how you can kind of move that energy, like, oh, well, you know what, that changing your perception and realizing who you are at the core will help identify a lot of that, so you can navigate through things a lot easier and smoothly. And I want to say smoothly and easier, because there was a guy on an electric bike riding back and forth, and it's just like he was just flowing, kind of flowing with the wind. And so as we have these days of the week that really challenge us, they are really they're there to, like, change your perspective. Let it, tell yourself, like, it's just here. It's no more than going to school and it challenging you to become a better version of yourself. So whether it's in mathematics, whether it's in science, whatever area or field that you're in, it's changing all that, or you're evolving with it, so that it becomes easier. And the more you go through these experiences, it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier, and to navigate through, and just to handle any situation that comes at you. And also the great thing is, you guys can handle more stress. You guys can handle so much more that God brings to you, because as you evolve and grow, He's going to bring you even more responsibilities, and different positions and leadership roles, and you're stepping into your role, and ultimately where you're meant to be on your life path. But we have to go through these experiences to know more about who we are, so that when we're challenged, we know how to face the challenges, whether it's from your comments in the YouTubes, whether it's from people at work, just, you know, if you're having something that's a Nobel Prize winning thought, and you know, people are challenging you, but it's because you see things differently, and you know the truth is not, that was the old truth of whatever people perceived, and now there's a new truth because we're always evolving and growing. So it just gives you these experiences right now that we're going through are preparing us for what God has for us, and they're just making us a better version of ourselves, which is so beautiful, and I just want to say graceful. I have graceful in my mind, but it does. It makes things so much more graceful and flow. There's everything's so much more fluid and kind of like the wind right now. But yeah, yeah. Let me know down in the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are feeling, what you're going through. You know, let's build a community here that's going to transform old beliefs that no longer serve and are now the new ways of, the new principles, the new ways of this new earth. And the new earth is basically just our new chapters and new us, but yeah, guys, leave that all down in the comments, and let's build a beautiful community here, and work together and evolve and grow in all aspects of our lives, because all of these principles, all of these things can be applied to everything in life, and it just makes you become more of an asset to yourself, but to the working place, to the market, you know, the marketplace, to whatever area that you're in your current life right now. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoy making these videos, so make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.